There are a lot of very strong weapons and pieces of armor hidden through the world of Outer Worlds 2, and most of them are very easy to miss. So in this video, I will be showing you a bunch of weapons and armor that you don't want to miss early on in the Outer Worlds 2. But first, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos just like this one for the Outer Worlds 2, subscribe to this channel. And also a massive thank you to Xbox for giving me a code to the Outer Worlds 2. Now first, let's quickly talk about a weapon that you can miss at the beginning of the game. Towards the end of the tutorial for the game, your companion Miles will get injured, and you will have to find him to help him. But while you're talking to Miles and Val, if you pick the nicer dialogue options and tell Val to take Miles back to the ship, Val will give you a repeating rifle. Now this isn't a rare or unique weapon, but it is a good weapon to grab early on in the game for free. It will do some good damage and you can customize it with a lot of different mods. As soon as you land on Paradise Island, which is the first region that you'll start the game on, you can get a great set of unique armor. You will just need to go to the Crabble spawning grounds, which will be beside the landing pad where you start. Head inside and clear out all of the enemies and make your way through the tunnels. At the end of the tunnel, you'll find this larger room, and here on the table you'll find the unique Scoundrel's Aegis armor. This armor will increase your sprint speed while you're in combat by 50%, and the perk on it will give you between 150 and 650 temporary health whenever you use a companion ability. The amount of health that you'll get will be based on your leadership skill. This is a great set of early game armor that you don't want to miss. Next up is a very useful helmet that you can get as soon as you reach the town of Fairfield. When you get here, look for the clinic, then go behind it and look for this field full of crops. In the middle of that field, you'll find a scarecrow with a bucket on its head. That bucket will be the unique battle helm of Terobane helmet, which might actually be one of the most useful items in the game. And that's because of the perk on it, which will make you completely invisible when you're standing still, which means that you can carry this with you throughout the game and use it to pickpocket any NPC or steal any item that you want. And as long as you're standing still, you'll never get a bounty. The next powerful unique item will come from a shop in Fairfield, which will be the Fairfield Commissary shop right here on your map. The vendor here will be selling the unique Rattler revolver. This is a very strong pistol because of the perk on it, which will convert the normal ammo that it uses into shotgun shells, which will increase the weapon spread and make it deal a lot more damage than the normal ammo type would, turning the Rattler into a close range one-handed shotgun that can quickly take out even the strongest enemies. The next handful of unique items can be obtained by talking to Milver Street in Fairfield. This will happen at the start of the main storyline, but when you do this, you'll be forced to choose between working with Milver Street or Kaur. Now, while both options will each give good unique rewards, in my opinion you'll get better rewards by siding with Kaur. The first step to this will be a quest called Above and Beyond Repair, which will send you over to sabotage the nearby Automech Repair Center. But before you do that, talk to the vendor that will be at the Automech Repair Center. This vendor will be selling the unique Xyraniator pistol, which is a strong early game weapon that you won't want to miss. The perk on this weapon will make it fire depleted Xyranium rounds, which will make targets hit by this weapon take more and more damage every time you shoot them. But if you shoot an Automech type enemy, this weapon won't damage them. Instead, it will make them stronger and move faster. After this, you can sabotage the repair center to finish the Above and Beyond Repair quest. Then head back to Fairfield and talk to Kaur, and she will give you the unique Kaur's Cuirass armor. This armor will increase your damage resistance by 10%, and the perk on it will reduce your toxicity whenever you take damage in combat. The amount of toxicity that you'll lose will scale with your medical skill. This is another great piece of armor to get early on in the game to help manage toxicity. After this, Kaur will give you a follow-up side quest to sabotage Skycutter A102, which will be right here on your map. Doing this will get you two very strong unique weapons. One of them is very easy to miss. When you reach the Skycutter location, you'll need to enter the building, then climb your way up to floor 6. Here you'll find an elevator that you'll need to call down to you, but during this, waves of enemies will attack you, but they aren't that hard to deal with. Once the elevator reaches you, take it up to floor 7 and use the door at the top to take you outside. Laying on the floor near the door will be a body with the control panel schematics on it. Take those, then use them on the terminal to your left. This will complete the quest that you came here to do, but before leaving, walk back towards the door, and here stuck in the wall is the unique Thunderstruck staff. The Thunderstruck is a strong melee weapon, and it might even be the best early game melee weapon that you'll find. That's because it will hit hard by itself, but the perk on it will make power attacks done with this weapon shoot out a ball of electricity that will do a lot of damage. And it won't consume anything like ammo, so you can use it as much as you want. After you get the Thunderstruck, you can head back to Kaur to hand in the quest, and she will give you the unique Kaur's Corroder pistol. This is another great unique weapon because it will do some good damage per shot, but the perk on it will make projectiles fired from this weapon bounce off of surfaces. And when those projectiles hit enemies, they will have a chance to apply a contagious corrosive effect, which will do even more damage to them. As a quick side note, after you complete those quests for Kaur, you can sneak behind Kaur and pickpocket her. Grab the Kaur's war chest key from her inventory, then follow where I go on screen now to find a chest that you can unlock with it. Beside that chest, you'll also find another vendor that will be selling a very useful set of unique armor, and that will be the Reclamation Raiment. Now this armor won't be super strong like the other armor sets in the game, but it's a good piece of utility armor. And that's because of the perk on it, which will give you an up to 15% chance to receive either scrap metal or black powder every time you take damage in combat. This is really helpful because scrap metal and black powder are the two most common materials needed for crafting ammo. To get the next unique weapon on the list, you'll need to head over to Westport, and then talk to the vendor that will be right here. This vendor will be selling the unique Adrenaline Edge knife. The Adrenaline Edge is a good early game melee weapon because of the perk on it, which will make you passively gain energy and toxicity while you're in combat. While you're in Westport, you should also talk to Vigilant Hogarth. He will give you a very short and easy side quest called the Saga of Malfunctioning Mechanicals. For this quest, you'll just need to go to the Automech Repair Center to get replacement Automech parts. To get these replacement parts, just find the clinic at the repair center, then follow where I go on screen now. Once you have those parts, you can bring them back to Westport to finish the quest, and as a reward you'll be given the unique Emergency Stop rifle. This is a great rifle, and it's even stronger against automech enemies. The perk on this weapon will increase your critical hit chance by 5% and make critical hits from this weapon stun automech enemies. For the next unique weapon, you'll need to progress through the main storyline for the Paradise Island region. At the end of this storyline, you'll reach the Vox Relay and encounter the boss for the area named Montelli. Now when you get to this boss, you'll be able to either fight this boss or talk him into surrendering. It won't be an easy boss fight, but if you choose to fight this boss, you can get a very strong weapon, which will be the unique Chainspark Cannon. The Chainspark Cannon will have a large magazine size and a good base damage, and the perk on it will make it fire blasts of electricity that will chain between enemies, dealing a lot of damage. After defeating Montelli, you'll be able to leave Paradise Island and move to the next planet, but you'll also unlock the Free Market Station as a new location that you can visit. So head over to the Free Market Station and go to this vendor right here. And here you can purchase the unique Agatha machine gun. This is another very strong weapon. It will have a good rate of fire and a higher base damage, and the perk on it will make the weapon fire 25% slower, but the bullets fired from this weapon will explode on contact, dealing extra damage to all nearby enemies. And those are a bunch of unique weapons and armor that you don't want to miss early on in the Outer Worlds too. But I would love to know which of these are your favorites in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.